Welcome everybody to my latest factory tour. This here is my turbofuel plant. As you can see, I am in the blue crater and I pumped at 900 crude oil all the way up here, and it dropped down into these 5 sets of refineries, turning them into heavy oil residue and polymer resin. I've color coded all the pipes. Every set has its own set of refineries making plastic. The plastic goes downstairs with the heavy oil residue. Plastic comes in here. Anything I can't use gets sunk, and any of the empty packaging, as you can see here, also gets sunk if unused. Oops. These rows here, let's start at the front. The heavy oil residue comes down from here, enters these refineries. The refineries get coupled with the packaged water coming out of here, and they go on all the way. The diluted packaged fuel goes on all the way over here to these packagers, which unpackage the fuel, send it down. The empty packages go underneath the floor, and underneath the floor they go back all the way there and up to the water packager, so everything is recycled neatly. Down here, another 5 rows of refineries. The fuel comes down here, we're turning it into turbofuel over here, combined with compacted coal from these machines. All neat in rows, color coded, space efficient. Dry mouth from that, going to take a sip. And yeah, the turbo fuel goes down and down and down, and then it goes up, all the way up, roughly 1500 meters up. 5 towers in a pentagonal shape by 5 towers in a pentagonal shape with spiraling tubes going around and round. I'll meet you at the top. At the top of the turbofuel tower, as you can see, I have placed my turbofuel generators in a rough pentagon shape. In the center is a tower pushing up all of the turbo fuel. First things first, one of them is off. I am not going to drag sulfur from the length and breadth of the continent there. When I get aluminum and Mark V belts, I can simply upgrade one of my belts and it will all be running. I have overclocked every one of the top floor ones to 233.32, which will lead to an 100% yield of the turbo fuel. Not a single drop is being wasted, or actually 0.00001% is wasted, but we don't count that, right? So, at the inside of the tower, not the most spectacular to look at. It was a bit of a mess to make anyway. Though it didn't end up too bad. The outside of the tower, however, we're gonna take a look right here. As you can see, the pipes spiral around. And it is roughly 1500 meters tall. There's the factory, Hi factory. Time for a sip, this is taking forever. Down we go. At the bottom of the tower, I even have some leftover turbo fuel, uh, which I hooked up for the for flying. Since I did the overclocking upstairs, this no longer works. And that's alright. One more. Now everything works. Why the fluid buffers at the end? Well, it helps prevent sloshing to have a fluid buffer higher than your latest input, because you're letting the gravity do the work. All the pipes are full all the way to the fluid buffer, and because the fluid buffer is raised above the highest input, they prevent sloshing, keep your pipes full. Now I only just now did the overclocking at the top of the tower, so there's a chance that the fluid buffers will not be full at the end, but that's a problem for future me. Just flying in here to show you that indeed every fluid except water, I'm using the fluid buffers. See, this one is using 100%, so it doesn't fill up anymore. But it's better than nothing, everything keeps working. Almost all of the resources come from the blue crater itself. Yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you.